All right, so we define price velocity of supply as it measures the responsiveness. This time I'm using different words. It measures the responsiveness in supply due to changes in the price. Now, this is not part of definition per se, but ceteris paribus, which meant that other factors such as price of factors, any raw material, wages, labor, salaries, and stuff, even like the price of electricity and gas, they remain the same. State of technology remains the same. Number of firms, etc., are held constant. So the only thing which is changing is the price. At different prices, how much the producer is willing and able to sell. Um, Irrespective of the state of technology remains the same. जितने भी competitors हैं, firms हैं, they're not changing. Raw material की prices, nothing is changing whatsoever. You always have a mark for formula. So if it's like a 2 mark question, define PES. So you give the definition above. It measures the responsiveness in supply due to change in price. And then you give your formula. It's the percentage change in quantity supplied over percentage change in price. A more detailed formula that like we did for the previous one, the new quantity supplied minus the old divided by the old into 100, you get percentage change in supply like this in quantity supplied, and then you take the new price minus the old price divided by old price into 100, and you solve for it. Your answer is always going to be positive in supply unless it's zero. Otherwise, it will always be positive because PES has um, direct relationship, price and quantity supplied. So the example says a rise in the price of electricity by 20% enabled Karachi Electric, who is the supplier for electricity, to increase production by only 10% in the short run. However, Karachi Electric was able to increase supply by 25% in the long run. So we have two types of velocity that we have to work over here. Number one, always write your formulas, make a habit out of it. So for the short run, since they're already in percentages, the price increased by 20%, and as a result, the production increased by 10%, giving you a value of 0.5. In the long run, however, you were able to increase supply by 25% when the price increased by 20%, which means your answer is 25 divided by 20 equals to 1.25. These are just numbers. So in terms of elastic and inelastic, what I know is since 0.5 is less than 1, in the short run we have an inelastic supply. Why? The change in quantity is lesser than the change in price. However, in the long run, we can see that 1.25 is greater than 1. So that means the supply is elastic in the long run. Now, that means when the price went up, the ability to increase production. In the short run, the change in quantity was not that much. There are obviously reasons behind supply constraints and all. But in the long run, obviously, when you get more time, you can acquire more resources for you to enable you to increase your production by a larger percentage as compared to in the short run.